Out of Cincinnati, that is where Buffalo Bills say that safety Damar Hamlin is awake. He's showing, quote, remarkable improvement. In fact, Hamlin would send this message out just a short time ago on social media. This saying, quote, when you put real love out into the world, it comes back to you 3 times as much. The love has been overwhelming, but I'm thankful for every single person that prayed for me and reached out. We brought the world back together behind this. If you know me, you know this only gonna make me stronger on a long road. Keep praying for me. So joining us now to discuss is cardiologist and author of What Your Doctor Won't or Can't Tell You, Dr. Evan Levine. Dr. Levine, thanks for being here to talk about this subject that really just everybody in the nation was paying attention, whether you're a football fan or not. The injury, the extent that we never have seen a player have CPR in the field, and you question whether they'd make it out alive or not. But this is great news, and from your perspective, what could some possible outcomes be for Hamlin? Will he ever play in the NFL again?
You know, no one can make that judgment whether or not he could play again. I haven't examined the patient, and I'm not going to make an opinion about that. So many physicians are trying to give opinions, but we don't know exactly what happened. The most important thing is he's alive. It looks like he's well, and he survived a sudden cardiac arrest. He would have been a sudden cardiac death if it were not for the EMS people and his staff and that automated defibrillator that was available to him. And I think that's the message, that's the take-home message. Because, you know, the AED was there for him and the people who do CPR was there for him, but there are 350,000 events a year just like this in the United States. And a lot of those folks don't have an AED. For example, in the United States, only 14 states mandate that a healthcare club have an AED available. So if someone has an event and there's no CPR, no AED, and you have to wait for EMS, EMS is not in the stadium. EMS can be 8, 10, 15 minutes away. Every minute, you reduce your risk of survival by 10%. And that's the importance here. The take-home message is not whether or not Mr. Hamlin will play. He's alive. He should be well. The take-home message is, what about the 350,000 people, the moms, the dads, the people working out at the health clubs, the kids in the schools playing ball, somebody living in a large apartment building that goes down? What about all those folks? That's the message. He had an AED. We should have more AEDs available for everyone. They only cost about $2,000 a piece. Every healthcare club, folks, should have an AED. Speak to your representatives, your local reps. Your congressman, because most states do not mandate AEDs in schools and in health clubs.
Very interesting point there. Now, there's been some speculation that commotio cordis, the possible cause of Hamlin's cardiac arrest. Can you explain to our viewers exactly what that is? Because it could be the first time some people are hearing about it.
Right, that fancy Latin word, commotio cordis. So what occurs is it's a sudden hit to the chest. And you see that in contact sports, sometimes in Little League and baseball. There's a sudden hit, and that creates an energy, a small amount of joules. And if it's specifically on an area when the heart is repolarizing, a time where the heart is at risk of an arrhythmia, at that specific time, it can cause a ventricular arrhythmia and collapse. Whether or not he had that, we don't know. But it's certainly possible, and this does happen in contact sports.
Dr. Evan Levine, thank you so much for giving us your insight on this injury. We hope Damar Hamlin's okay, but again, valuable advice you have that lawmakers, state, local, federal, they should be considering for sure. Dr. Levine,
we got to get these AEDs out there. Yes, thank you so much.